No one expected the discovery to end like this. When the Egyptian authorities opened the sealed chamber beneath Saqqara in 2024, they believed they were uncovering a forgotten storage room. Maybe pottery, maybe old tools. But within minutes, 3 archaeologists collapsed. Their torches flickered, and an unnatural metallic humming filled the chamber as if something inside the darkness was powering up. The team's radios died. Their cameras froze. Every electronic device failed at the same exact moment. And then, carved on the farthest wall, hidden under 4,000 years of dust, they found a name, Imhotep. The architect of the Step Pyramid, the world's first recorded engineer, the man Egypt later worshipped as a god. For centuries, historians believed his tomb was lost forever, a myth, a legend, a story told by scribes to glorify a man who shaped ancient Egypt. But now, his tomb was real, and whatever was inside it, whatever created that humming, was not supposed to be found. What they uncovered next was so disturbing, so impossible, that the Egyptian ministry immediately shut down the entire site. The workers were sent home, the entrances were sealed, and the world was told nothing was found, nothing unusual. But the leaked audio, the eyewitness accounts, the missing personnel file tell a very different story. This is the truth behind the Lost Tomb of Imhotep. Imhotep wasn't just an architect. He was a physician, a priest, a mathematician, a scientist, a visionary centuries ahead of his time. The ancient texts describe him using terms that should not exist in the Old Kingdom. He who controls life. He who speaks with the stars. He who builds what cannot fall. And perhaps strangest of all, he who holds the power of the underworld. But even more mysterious, unlike almost every major figure in ancient Egypt, no tomb had ever been found. How do you lose the burial place of a man Egypt elevated to divine status? Unless it wasn't lost, it was hidden. In early 2024, a team scanning the Saqqara plateau noticed something strange, a rectangular void under the sand, perfectly symmetrical, perfectly aligned with the stars, exactly beneath the step pyramid that Imhotep designed. But here's the twist. The chamber showed no signs of human entry for over 4,000 years. When archaeologists reached it, they found a sealed stone doorway with no hieroglyphs, no markings, no warnings. Just one symbol, a spiral, almost like a blueprint marking. Inside the chamber, dustless air, a floor too smooth for primitive tools, walls that reflected light like polished metal. This wasn't a tomb, it was a controlled environment. Something was powering it, or had powered it once. The team recorded everything, but most of the footage was confiscated. Still, 3 audio clips leaked. Clip 1, a humming sound, rising in pitch, mechanical, but ancient. Clip 2, a voice whispering, "Don't touch the central platform." Clip 3, sudden breathing, then someone shouting, "Back up," back followed by static. Inside the central room was an object unlike anything found in Egyptian archaeology. A stone slab with metallic lines running through it. Fine, delicate, perfectly straight, like microcircuits. Some researchers believe this wasn't a burial chamber. It was a workshop, the place where Imhotep studied, experimented, and perhaps built something powerful. And then, the most shocking find, a second chamber, smaller, circular, with a single sarcophagus in the center. But the sarcophagus was empty. Instead, carved into the stone above it were 3 words. "He returns with the stars." What does that mean? Why was his body missing? Was it ever here? Or was Imhotep taken somewhere else? 3 armored vehicles arrived at Saqqara the night after the discovery. No cameras, no media, no public announcement. Witnesses reported seeing 2 long coffin-shaped crates being carried out. One was heavy, stone, ancient. The other was metallic, new, locked. Days later, 2 archaeologists involved in the dig resigned. One disappeared from all public records. The area of Saqqara where the chamber is located is now off-limits with round-the-clock guards. What lies inside the tomb is classified. Why Imhotep's body wasn't there remains unexplained, and the object recovered from the workshop chamber has never been shown to the public. But one thing is clear: the tomb wasn't lost. It was protected, hidden from the world, because whatever Imhotep built, whatever he discovered, whatever power he held, was never meant for our time, and some believe it may still be active.